Hello, everybody. How's it going? My name's Jared Bernard, and welcome to Robin's Hood. And man, it's been a strange week. I guess I should be and even now I'm looking at it, and I know why. Clicked an old habit, clicked the wrong screen, and only like one thing changed, only one thing moved, but it definitely changed and moved. But yeah, so I feel like I should be used to technical difficulties. Like that's a thing I should. It's just part of my day, and I should plan for far more of them than I do. And I think that's probably my biggest failure. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know some of the things that caused some of the delays this week. So like why we've only done the one topic video. And I had some stuff ready, and I wanted to do them, but I had camera issues early in the week, so we got a ring light. I guess I should just tell you, we got a ring light. It's like the standard lighting that's supposed to be here. We didn't have it to start. And, I don't know that anybody was really complaining, but except for my video editor. She definitely was like, dude, you need a ring light. You look blurry. You need a ring light. Warm light. And I like warm light. It's soft. It's nice. I like being soft and nice with soft, nice things. It's nice. I feel like saying nice again would be redundant, but it is. Anyway, we got the ring light, and then all of a sudden the camera didn't seem to be doing its job, and also the ring light and green screens apparently don't mesh so well, so that's apparently a thing. But anyway, so we had a fairly a makeshift one. Like I'd done the home built one, and it wasn't bad. It worked well, far better than I thought it would. I'm gonna be honest. Like it was and people commented on it being good, so I appreciated that, and I was happy about it. But it definitely had its own issues, the amount of space it took up, and so on. And we thought that just getting the proper one, it was not all that expensive, and would the benefit of both space and quality seemed to be worth it. But anyway, so the light comes in, and now the camera's not working, and like the syncing with the cameras, you can't see me talk when the camera is telling me to talk. The timing is all off. So anyway, that's a mess. And so I unplug my camera, which destroys all my presets, and now I have to go through all of my presets, and that's surprising to me too. That was not something I anticipated. I don't know if you need a word for word of all the issues that happened, but let's just say what I thought would be a 20-minute-ish thing to do, like just putting in the new light and then putting up the green screen. I think, each one I would say, in total, I thought the whole thing would take an hour. Ended up being like 2 or 3 days, and it impacted the quality of what we were making in a way that made me feel like, how do I put it? It would be better to wait a little while and like iron out these kinks and make sure that like I said, that we're still working in terms of learning what our limitations are. But anyway, I feel like we've answered all that. We've got the green screen up. It's much nicer than it's interesting. I like it a lot, and it's a thin fabric. I thought the lighting would be like it would cast through it in some way, but it totally is holding the image, and it's working well. Though what was funny was the beginning. When I installed the light, the ring light and the green screen, and all of it got put together, it just didn't work. It's just non-communicado. Like I had to change all the settings and get everything kind of like going, and then it started going, and then just now when I went to test everything, make sure that we were ready to go, it wasn't working. I'm just looking at it, and I'm like I was really pinking like a vibrant red. And even now, like if I lean too far forward, I just like blow out. I have to be at this distance between the light, and it's not even perfect. I'm still fairly orangish, but I might be an orange. I don't know. This might be my type. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that is settled now, we believe, and the plan that I ironed out last week will take place this week. I promise my schedule will start to become normal. We've got some yeses on interviews coming down, and I'm doing some learning on the individuals that I'm interviewing. So as soon as I have a good introduction for you, because they do a lot. This guy, he's a real interesting cat, and I'm excited to have a really solid introduction for him. But today I just ended up dealing with like yesterday and the day before were so many technical issues that I hadn't planned to be dealing with, that I didn't get caught up for that. But it will be there for you soon, and there will be hopefully future interviews coming down. What else did I have? So you guys know I now have my talking points that are in front of me, and so you're going to see me looking down at my notes. I know I could make a digital one and put it up, and then I can just look up, and it looks so natural and flowy. There's a thing when I read off a screen, and it's just like my brain. And I mean, I guess it's still kind of jarring when I go, But you know, I just want to be honest with you guys. I'm just going to share what my experience of this process is, and this works well for me, and I hope you get something from what works well for me. Anyway, so the next thing on the note is the changes. So I got some changes coming up to my channel. Basically, I've felt like the YouTube channel, because of how long it takes for these things to kind of like both digest with me, like the top of the conversations. Like I have topics that are deep, they're hard, and I'm underestimating how much it takes for me to put one of them down, and how much I need to bring to it to make it really authentic, for it to really represent what I think and feel. Because you know, you want to know as much about the topic as you can to honestly represent your opinion. You want to bypass your ignorance. This is all I do anyway. And so with all of that going on, I've decided that I don't want my YouTube channel to look like a gaming channel. Like I do want to be doing gaming. I'm an avid gamer. I love gaming, but I'm also an avid thinker. And I think there's a room where people just they like, not to say gaming doesn't inherently have thinking, but it's linear, right? It's designed around gaming. And if people aren't interested in gaming, I don't want them to feel like they have to sift through my gaming stuff to participate in the things that I think are very human. Like, essentially, my belief is that this channel will eventually have something for everyone. It's just gonna hopefully be a deep topic of the human experience that, ideally, if you don't feel like you connect to it, you can tell me that, and that disconnect can become the next topic that we find. Because I personally believe that as long as what you're doing isn't harming anyone, like you're not going out of your way to hurt people, then what is it? That's your right. That's your pursuit of happiness. Like that's okay. Like. You want to get married and you're gay. I have no idea why that would be bad. But at the same time, you know what? I don't have a but at the same time with that one. Yeah, I don't understand. I guess there's a whole bunch of things that I am pretty ignorant to, especially considering that I'm a straight white man. So like, there's a whole lot of problems I don't have to face the same. And so, you know, that's going to be another big part of this. Like, one of the major parts of this channel, I hope, will be experiences of me just being wrong. And I hope that when I'm wrong, I can be gracious enough to explore the idea of being wrong. Because one of the things I think people forget is that learning something new is an experience, right? So being wrong is an experience to learn something new. And we get so wrapped up in what we know. And what we believe. Those two things become this, like, they're part of our identity. And by identifying through this knowledge, or this thing that we think to be a fact, if ever we get faced with something that shows the flaw in that knowledge, or the flaw in the logic that led to that fact, or the flaw in the experience, the failed perception, we take it personal. It becomes an attack on who we are. I think that's the thing we need to develop, both a language to address, because it's not just conscious, it's also subconscious. So like, there's a lot of us that don't even know we're replying that way. I've been guilty of it for sure. And so build a language that helps us address if we see somebody responding that way, or if we're responding that way. So they call it front loading. Anyway, this is getting way off tangent. I had no intentions of going here. Why did I even get here? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, changing the channel. Oh, I'm such a rambler. I love it. I really do. But anyway, yeah. So I want to make a YouTube channel. This channel that we're broadcasting on, this is gonna stay the thoughts, the philosophy, the psychology, the things I think and do in life, and you know, not necessarily a role model as much as just what is it, a thing that is happening, and hopefully you take something away from it, good or bad, good or bad. Yeah, so that's what this channel is going to be. I'm going to be making a game and review channel. So there's going to be me, Juice, doing my games, and it's just going to be reviewing games, and that channel is going to be strictly game review. So there's not going to be any like Overwatch stuff there. The only time you might see me review a game that's more like an FPS, like distinctly thing, is if for some reason I'm not sure if I want to play it, and I'm only going to play it a little bit in that bracket. But yeah, so that'll be a review place where I'll do I've decided to add a little bit to that format too. So when I do game reviews, I'm going to open with a video that is like just a 2-minute video of me talking about what I think the game is, what I think I've heard about it, and nothing beyond that. So basically kind of like some of my expectations going in, so that way you can kind of like reflect on what knowing what you thought something was going to be can help you determine whether or not you're giving it a fair shot. Anyway, so then when I go into it, I'll play it a little bit, and then I'll do a closing video. So once I've decided not to do the game in review anymore, which will be one of 2 reasons, either I'm bored or we beat it. Those are pretty much the only 2 reasons. I may have just gotten bored of it, and like it could still be fun, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm tired. Some games are just like they're like 80 hours long. I don't know if I want to do an 80-hour series, and if I do, we'll look at that later. But anyway, so when I'm reviewing a game distinctly, that's how it's gonna look. There will be a little closing video, so you guys can, if you want to see my final thoughts instead of watching the whole game, like you want to see if you want to play the game, that video will be there too. It'll be the last video of everything. So yeah, that's pretty much the idea. I did have some questions, but I don't have a ton of people around. So if people don't have have an answer, well, I guess my big question was, I'm planning on, or I've been thinking about the Robin's Hood Facebook page, and I'm not sure if I want to make like a page to represent the gaming and the thoughts channel sort of separately, or if I just let the Robin's Hood page be umbrella and it posts both underneath it. And so like if you're part of the Robin's Hood page, you can ignore the posts about gaming, but you'll see the posts about the other thing, or if I should make 2 separate pages. So if someone's interested in both, they can be a part of both. And if someone's interested in one, they can be a part of one. I don't know. I don't know if it matters either. It doesn't seem as important, the Facebook page, you know. Facebook's kind of like, it's on its way out. Yeah, right. Yeah, so that's kind of been... Yeah, you think so, eh? Facebook page should be united? Thanks, Jesse. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can feel that. Yeah, it gives the viewer sort of the option. Something. Thank you. That was very deep contribution. Oh, there's my water. There it is. So yeah, I feel it feels like it doesn't need to be 2 separate things there on Facebook. The Facebook page is I've been, what do you call it? Yeah, there's so many Facebook pages to have just one page. Oh, YouTube told you to say something? Well, look at you replying to computers. You know who's programming who now. Facebook has kind of become this interesting entity, eh? Like, there's this idea I thought about the other day where if all the, like, regular, like, it's legit users go away, but a bunch of fake users fill it up and friend each other, and it gets, like, substantiated by fake usership and bots, could it function like its own engine? Like a self-perpetuating engine? Bots viewing... Yeah, it's really not. It does feel like that. It does feel like that. They want you to pay to advertise there now. It's and it's basically not even worth it. Like they restrict the amount of range you can get by how much you invest, and it's not the platform it once was. Definitely not. I'm wondering where there is something like that. Like, I mean, I guess Twitter is one of those ones. If your business is good and people like it, then Twitter's a place where, like, the second someone sees something interesting, they're gonna move it through. One of my goals is I have been underactive in Twitter, and part of this change is that essentially I with the goal of wanting to do more interviews, I've found. When I show people that I want to interview my YouTube channel, it's this weird mix of gaming and philosophy and economics, and it just doesn't mesh. And so I'm gonna separate those two things and make it more Discord, eh? Telegram. What's Telegram? Is Telegram? Oh, some of your message is not coming through. Oh, Instagram, Telegram, Instagram. Of which I only use one regularly. Yeah, I don't even like. Twitter is this thing. Like, I need to create an hour a day to tweet, like, so that I can just like get out there. Huge for, yeah, okay, for gamers for sure. I feel like my gaming is going to be like though it's going to be more consistent. It's more of a hobby stream than it is the thing that I want to be really investing in. I personally, my time that I have extra is going to be going more into the YouTube page about, or the YouTube channel about just life and things. Like my next topic is going to be risk management. It's been on my mind, and it was the intent was to do it right after value because they're so heavily coordinated. But just the technical issues made it just like really challenging to get to it. Both Discord and Telegram are messaging apps. Discord is better for groups and such, but Telegram has clever code and is lightweight as an app. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's me and code. Oh, what that would look like. It's I've recently discovered something in developing these this channel is I used to find myself very interesting. I used to be like, oh, I like looking into this stuff, and like I read about things, and I wasn't an avid reader, but I looked into stuff, and I always looked into things in this way where it would help me lead into videos and things that were more my learning style. And in the last couple of years, I just kind of let myself get stagnant. I stopped in being curious. I got pretty complacent about the state of the world. And I think that's one of the big reasons I decided to make this channel too, because I couldn't think of a way to participate in the world anymore. I couldn't figure out a way to do a job and believe in it so much that I could then participate in the economy and just the world as it is, because it just looks so imbalanced. I feel like by working in it, there was a part of me that was condoning it. It was like supporting it, and I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know if that's selfish or how do you put it? Caring, because it isn't just about me. It's about other people. Like the feeling comes from seeing so many people having it worse, and I'm like there's parts of me that feel like I'm apathetic. Yeah, that was definitely a word that fits. Sorry, I missed a comment. Your non-gaming thoughts would probably be fairly successful on Twitter. See lots of tweets about people's thoughts and feelings. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, okay. That makes some sense. My goal is to do it a little more video-based. Like, they have a thing where you can upload videos and so on. And I have some people that I'm really interested in YouTube, and some other more philosophical thoughts and channels and so on that I feel like if I throw my stuff around, they might be interested in. This particular format is the thing I want to be doing the most. But it's well, I mean, I ideally I want to be doing something just like this once a day, and it would be one day. It would be like maybe I'm doing a topic. The next day, did I not mute that thing again? That'd be terrible. No, I did it. The next day I'm doing like a review on the topic. Then the next day I'm doing like an interview. Ideally it's like 2 interviews, 2 topics, and 2 reviews a week. That would be awesome. That would be fun. And I'm working on finding the energy. I don't know. Do other people like just wake up exhausted all the time? I don't understand. I don't remember waking up not tired. I feel like I might have been a child at that time. But it just always is just, I mean, I'm up and I'm like, oh, why is, and then more sleep's not a helpful thing. That's not what makes you not tired. I don't, that never seems to be the case. Yeah, that's totally true. The thing, how do you call it? The thing that got me was I I felt a radical. Sorry, actually, I should read the question because I don't know if those are out there later. It's difficult to interact or take steps towards change if you're not an active participant in society. For sure. And the thing that I found was the thing that impacted me is I thought I had been for so long. I worked in schools. I worked in. I volunteered doing multitudes of things. And I put myself in society, and the thing I found over and over and over again was I was part of the process that was dictating the inability to move forward. This system that we have designed. I don't know if you've. I think you were there for my value talk, and I think the more I look at the state of our hierarchy of value, the more I see that is absolutely dictating the impact people are feeling around the world. And I think there are, how do you put it? There are systems so deeply embedded in us that relate to. I believe a basic evolution that we just haven't identified. We haven't seen how we developed our early developments of value and how those have brought us to this state of value, and it's just not, it's not representing humanity. It's not representing the people and the natural, I believe the natural response to today's economy, if you are someone that no, actually, I feel like one of the natural responses to today's economy is going to be depression, anxiety, or overworking, and then there's the latter end where people move into they love it, right? Like there are people who are super businessy and they love crushing other people, like the idea of taking something down or winning the fight. They love it, and I believe that is a push towards that. And so for me, I needed to find a way to step out of that system to participate, because I couldn't. It may have been a failure in myself. I just a self-identity. I couldn't see my way through it, and everything I did brought me. I kept finding myself back around. I found the things I thought were the problem, and then found new problems that I still wasn't happy with. And I feel like Daryl Decibel Point, or I'm just gonna say it over and over again. Too many names, man. He and I have talked about this over and over again. Life is really about the problems you want, finding the problems you like, and moving towards them. Children will wake up exhausted because they haven't yet taken on the weight of the world. Yeah, it's funny actually. I was saying the other day, I think I just wrote it down, was that we often forget that everyone has the weight of the world on their feet, and I don't know. I enjoyed that. Anyway, I'm not allowed to lean more forward because then I just get my baldness blows the world out. Yeah, I feel like that's been what do you call it? A long ramble on a whole bunch of something and a little bit of nothing, or is it a whole bunch of nothing and a little bit of something? You know. I am going to do my game in review, part 3 of Amnesia tonight. I'm pretty sure, like, if this wraps up by 7:30, I'm going to go for 8. I just want to take a few minutes, have a quick bite, make sure everything's set up for the stream so that it's not, like, blurry or weird, because my green screen is just, I don't know, we haven't figured this out. I thought I had the lighting down when I started today, and it taught me I didn't. That's what I knew. So yeah, I like to play the game. I have to sit here, and now you see it. Now you see what happens to me. Like I become pretty white. I don't know. Either way, what is that? So yeah, part 3 of Amnesia today. I'm gonna probably play for a little bit longer. I haven't played. I didn't get to play yesterday, and I missed it. It was fun, and it's like I also don't know if I want to play longer. Like but it's for all the right reasons, right? Like it's a great game. I'm pretty stoked on it. Still haven't met the monster up close and personal. Haven't died yet. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to call that here. Thanks for everybody who participated. Thanks for your comments and the ideas I have going forward. Yeah, I feel like that long probably could have been the end of it a long time ago. It is scary. Like, legit scary. Well, thanks. Love you guys too. Love you too. yeah, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Thanks for the conversation. If this was in any way informative or interesting for you at all, or you think someone might benefit from it, please like it and share it, because that does all the things. Yeah, me too. Me too. If you have anything you're interested in, please feel free to message me with topic ideas. I entirely intend to go move into sexism, racism, and what do you call it? Homophobia. All of the isms, major topics in life. They're all gonna be. My biggest goal is to lead with the idea of my ignorance, because I am that. I am a representative of a certain form of privilege. That's worth acknowledging. At the same time, is there at the same time? I don't know. I feel like yeah, okay, that's that. If you guys are interested, if you've enjoyed some of the other games, I haven't posted any of the Amnesia, and it's like I've had one. The first one had an issue. There was a complication in the upload. I don't know, like it got what's the word? It was mad at me, and it didn't work, and so I didn't upload it again. And then the next day I didn't play, and there's shenanigans. And at best, I'm offering you excuses here. And it really, I think it was me feeling like the YouTube channel was getting cluttered with gaming stuff, and that's not been the major purpose for it. So yeah, I'm gonna fix that tonight. Right after the game review, that's what I'm gonna move into. So my usual late stream with Overwatch and stuff may not happen until a little later. I don't know if I'll jump into it. There's a chance I might just skip it and try and get everything as organized as possible, so that way, once Monday or Sunday hits, I can do that thing. I don't know. Now I'm just talking because I am, and you're here with me. Haha. All right, guys. Thanks a lot, and I will talk to you soon.